Hi Libra, this is going to be your deep dive into the beginning of September. I put up an overall general oracle message and touching on overall themes for you guys the other day. Now we are going to take a deeper dive into what the beginning of September is going to look like for you guys. I'm trying to hit it mostly for Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus, or Mercury of Libra, but it could resonate with any placement of Libra in your natal chart. As always, keep in mind it's general. If you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be posting this on both Soma Chandra Libra and my other channel called Soma Chandra Tarot, where I read for all 12 zodiac signs. Please subscribe to both channels and hit the bell so you know when I read for you. Link to my website for private readings is down in the description below. All right, let's get into it, kiddies. I'm taking a deep dive. Grab a cup of coffee. I'm going to try to move as quickly as possible, but Spirit wanted to pack in a lot of information for your reading in the beginning of September. And I can see that the oracle messages as well as the tarot are really playing off of each other and showing us a lot of details of where the overall themes will be playing out in your life. Astrology activations that came out for you for this reading: the third house and the sixth house. We also have Cancer coming into play, but it is in the reverse. So some of you, if you've been on the outs with a Cancer, you have Cancer in your chart, check in with that. The weaknesses may be coming out if you have Cancerian placements. So third house, I love this house. This is your potential to learn something and your local neighborhood. Short jaunts of education. I see a lot of you localizing. You may be in a mood to learn something new, and this may take place in your local neighborhood. Some of you may be signing up for some classes. It is back to school, or as I like to say, the most wonderful time of the year. So there will be kind of a back to school vibe. There is a lot of potential to localize and get out in your local hood right now and learn new things and socialize. A lot of Gemini energy coming off of the third house, but it's going to be needed to balance out with the sixth house. This is about what we devote ourselves to. That's the work, health, and duty area of your life. So check in the beginning of the month with your sixth house placement. There will be a focus on work and health. And because I see Strength, the Queen of Wands, and the Empress all coming out for you, there could be a really strong focus on health and vitality. Yeah, wellness is a thing. Physical strength is a thing. Energy will be a thing. Check in with what you devote yourself to and why. Try to maintain a balance as well between the third house and the sixth house. It's not all work and it's not all play. Teaching, learning, localizing, spending time in the community and in your local neighborhood can really help you deal with stress in your sixth house. And it can be a way of combining both houses. Some of you may be doing that. With Cancer coming out, this is an emotional energy, and it's sensitive and it's caring and it's loving towards others. There could be a very strong focus for you guys on family and relationships between mother and child. Because Cancer flew itself into reverse, any of you that struggle with a mother wound, this may strongly come into focus and into play for you. It's a good time to check in with your relationships with children if you are a parent. Some of you may be, again, addressing the way parent-child wounds, maybe not just with mother, but also just parent in general, the way parent-child wounds may be playing out. Watch out for helicopter parenting or checking out. You may struggle to get in touch with your feelings at this time. Know that that is cyclical with Cancer and the moon. And try to focus on the positive aspects of parent-child dynamics and where you're getting care and nurturing, how you're delivering that, how you're receiving it. There may be somewhat of an imbalance with that, or simply a focus on it during the beginning of September. Yeah, very much so. So the angels wanted to speak in tandem with your guides. They wanted me to use the Surrender to Now deck. We love this deck because I feel like if Spirit gives us clues about what we need to surrender to, it's going to create less tension and more ease and flow in our life. So these are tools we have to use. The angels wanted to chime in on that. And I was so grateful. I really feel as though they're working in tandem with your guides. I feel like you guys have a lot of angelic support. Surrendering to a few things will help in the beginning of September. Surrender obsessive thinking. Okay, if you're obsessing about a person or a situation or a dilemma, turn the whole thing over to Spirit. Doing so will bring you clarity or even help you solve a problem. Some of you are going to struggle with some racing thoughts, and I just heard and saw busy, busy brain. Okay, and Raphael came out and chimed in. Angel therapy. Give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. What is taking up real estate in your brain right now, Libra? What can you do to alleviate racing thoughts, overthinking? If any of you have any OCD behaviors, anything from overthinking something to overfeeling, overdoing. I'm also seeing maybe scrolling a lot on the internet just to keep your brain busy. It's actually a symptom of stress that you're struggling to deal with. The archangels are here to help. They want you to give your troubles and cares to them right now. Let them help you. Angels love us. They're very fond of human beings, and they only want to help you. There are burdens that you need to stop thinking about, and you either need to think of solutions or let it go, because it's turning into obsessive thinking. And Raphael does not want that for us. You are also being asked in September to surrender to success and prioritize. How do we become more successful? Well, Metatron is here with some advice. Focus on your highest priorities, and I will help you get motivated and organized. This is a key to success in life, and it's also a key to high executive function. Executive function is basically your ability to adult and get shit done every day. And your guides think you're ready to surrender to success. We shouldn't have to surrender to success. Don't hold back right now, Libra. You're ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. There are new possibilities out here for you. Yes, you had roadblocks in the past. Life on planet Earth is difficult. Let go of the past roadblocks and difficulties. That's what's keeping you stuck and keeps you from experiencing success. Spirit thinks that you're ready for success and abundance at this time. Metatron is saying, hey, if you don't know what to focus on to get here, make a list of your priorities at this point. I see a lot of organization, and Metatron is here to help you with motivation. I'm feeling like you're going to have some angelic support surrounding prioritization, organization, and motivation. It's going to lead you to success. Yes, it will. It really will. Some of you are developing a clairvoyant ability. Raziel is here. I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Heavenly love is a lot different from earth love. Here on earth, we sort of limit love and we put it in all these containers: family, mother, child, romantic, self-love. We have all these different types of love, but heavenly love comes through a clairvoyance. And it's a spiritual sight. Some of you are developing and will have moments of clairvoyance. You will see things. This will help you awaken fully to the true power and potential of love. And I'm not surprised to see this, because a theme for you, I have the Ace of Cups to the Ten of Cups, is love. From the heart chakra, people. New cycles of love and creativity are coming for you. This cup is being handed to you right now. Take it and drink from it. And Spirit and Raziel are here to help you awaken to it. It will come in the form of clairvoyant downloads. You will have epiphanies about your heart chakra and love. This may be what causes a bit of imbalance with emotions. You'll be able to see clearly maybe wounded inner child issues where you haven't received love. You haven't been able to give it appropriately. You're going to get downloads about it, and it's going to help because the Ace of Cups is here. You're also being asked to surrender to passion. Get out of your head, right? Get out of your head. Get out of your head. If you're asking me, so Chandra, Carrie Lee, how do I do this? Surrendering to a passion will help. What are you devoting yourself to? Are you having fun while you do it in the third house? What can you learn to help you with that? Overthinking it isn't going to help. Something that will help is getting out of your head and getting into your belly. Solar plexus chakra. Focus on people and activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. It's time to get into something new. And that's what your higher self is telling you here as well with the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So the beginning of September, I think that you'll find a passion in the third house. It'll help a lot with this mother wound and a little bit of upside down feelings. Yeah, we want to devote ourselves to people and activities that light us up and ignite the passion within. Fire signs teach us that. If you have fire in your chart, that'll help. It'll help with the water of Cancer, and it will definitely help you get out of your head. I'm also seeing that some of you need to surrender to support and love. You're not a one-man band, Libra. No, you're not. Don't be a martyr. Ask for help. Get into new things. It's time for success. It's time to prioritize. It's time to let go of burdens for sure. So we did get some reversals coming out. And when I got reversals, I did clarify. Except for action, they told me I didn't need a clarification. I'm also noticing at the bottom of my clarification deck, the Six of Pentacles. Money will be okay in the beginning of September. You will have enough to pay your bills. Some of you will be feeling very generous. Some of you may feel like you need to ask for help. Some of you will be taking advantage of the student loan debt relief that's in effect right now. Equal give and take in relationships, in particular monetarily, will be a focus for you. You may also be able to see very clearly where you are being breadcrumbed. The unbalanced scales are not going to be a thing the beginning of the month. And that might be difficult if you're on the receiving end or if you're on the giving end of it. So equal give and take is going to be a focus and importance. And again, having enough to get bills paid. It's a good time to pay off debt as well. Overall energy of the reading is the Empress, but it's in reverse. And I also see as the catalyst or challenge for you the Nine of Wands in reverse. Empress is Libra, Taurus, wife, mother, married woman. She is the feminine embodiment of all four queens combined in the tarot. So with the Empress in reverse, don't be too hard on yourselves. It's usually never as bad as we think it is when the Empress is in reverse because she's on the table. She's just a little upside down right now. I'm seeing that some of you, it's playing out with the Cancer in reverse. Some of you are going to be keenly aware of a mother-daughter or mother-child dynamic. Playing out with maybe your own kids or your own parents. Watch out for helicoptering. Watch out that you don't move your goalpost or push other people's boundaries or goalposts. It's definitely a time to focus on self-care, self-love, health, and well-being. Health and wellness are in strong focus when the Empress comes in reverse. A need to take care of yourself and prioritize yourself at this time. I'm definitely sensing that you may be feeling a little overwhelmed. You do not have to be everybody's mommy, okay? If that's the case, you may be letting your boundaries be pushed. So boundaries are important. Watch out for moving your goalposts too much. Also, some of you may just feel a little overwhelmed and run down. Take care of yourself first. That's really important for you in the beginning of September. What's driving you is the Four of Wands in reverse. Now, the Four of Wands does speak to home and stability. So with the Four of Wands in reverse, there could be a little bit of trouble in paradise in your home life. Some of you may be in between homes or looking for a new home. I did clarify it to see what this was about. Nine of Swords, Five of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, I saw a really I had a clairvoyant moment because I do have clairvoyance. Some of you are pretty uncomfortable in your space in the beginning of September, particularly those of you, it could be happening in a work environment too, or a municipal space that you share with others. If you live in an apartment or you have loud neighbors, if you share your home with your family, I'm seeing a definite need for some of you to get a better mattress and a better or bigger couch. I'm hearing that some of you have neighbors that fight, or there's like sporting events going on that keep you awake and it's way too loud. There will be stress that you do have to go through. There will be tension and differing in opinions, but the Five of Wands is, let's work it out. We don't always agree, but let's work it out. With the Three of Pentacles, let's work it out. You have an opportunity to come in with solutions, in particular for streamlining your home, Libra. You are like, Libras are like natural born, like home and interior designers. You're really good at streamlining spaces and making things work better. I see a need to maybe rearrange a bedroom, a living room, a kitchen. I see elbows bumping one another and a little bit of stress, but continuing to work it out for sure. Some of you may struggle with sleep. You may be really worried that there's differences of opinion and you really want to take the lead and set an example and be recognized and rewarded and have people do it the way you think it should be done. Be prepared for them to disagree with you. I mean, your spouse may say, we don't need a new mattress. Actually, I don't keep ESPN too high at night while I'm watching basketball or football. I'm seeing like loud televisions, some disagreements over the way rooms are rearranged, and a need to rearrange office space, shared space, maybe work out schedules for chores as well, because it is causing a bit of disharmony in your home. Some of you may decide to kick out a roommate that drives you crazy as well. And yet you want to, but at the same time, you think you can make it work. Why wouldn't you think you could make it work? You're a cardinal sign that's hardwired to be diplomatic and fair. So continue to work through a lack of stability or disruption in the home. That will be in focus whether you want it to be or not in the beginning of September. Recent past and deep within, we have the Hanged Man in reverse, Pisces energy. I clarified this and I got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Cups in reverse, and the Seven of Cups. These two, I was reading with this deck in the upright, but these cards chose to go into the reverse, so we took it. This speaks to something very specific within us. So the Hanged Man comes in reverse when we're struggling to let something go and see it for what it really is. We're supposed to be hanging there. We're supposed to be radically accepting. We're supposed to be saying it is what it is. We're supposed to be allowing ourselves to see something from a different point of view and let go and surrender. When we struggle to do that, we end up becoming a little impulsive and compulsive. Some of you are stuck in a situation that you don't want to be stuck in. With the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Hanged Man, watch out for doing something because you think you have nothing better to do. You probably do have something better to do, but you're avoiding it and instead you're being unproductive. That's why I saw, like with the Nine of Swords, a lot of scrolling unnecessarily, focusing on doing things. It's like you're going to do everything else but what you have to do. Some of you are feeling kind of unproductive and stuck. When the Four of Cups comes in reverse, Spirit's saying to you, stop just sitting here ruminating. Stop working on something because you think you have nothing better to do. And watch out for allowing all your choices to just become a fantasy that you indulge in. Some of you may be doing that because you're struggling to let go and move to a new part of the journey. It's called escapism. And this is a way we deal with stress. So I'm seeing some unproductive stuff and a need to just get out of a stuck place. You do have a lot of choices in front of you. Don't live in a fantasy. Choose wisely. Move on from what you need to move on from. Radically accept what you must accept. It is what it is. When the hangman comes in the upright, he has a moment of clarity and he frees himself. And then he's able to be more productive. And then he's able to really ponder what he wants. And then he might start narrowing down his options and getting in touch with what he truly places value on. What dreams can we make real? Let's get out of a fantasy and work towards it and make it happen. For some of you internally, this may be a struggle right now. And it might even be hitting you with self-esteem and boundaries. And the environment doesn't necessarily look the most cooperative. It could be worse, but it could be better. I'm seeing quite a bit of stress here for you because I have the Nine of Swords twice, but in your outcome, it comes in the reverse, which is good. Some of you are going to absolutely face some skeletons in your closet and work to overcome something that you've been really worried about, that's made you unproductive and worn you down. What you're thinking about all the time at the beginning of September is the Page of Wands in reverse. I have 2 pages on the table. We could have children coming into play. These could be messages about kids. When the Page of Wands comes in reverse, I clarified it, and I have the Ace of Wands, the Star, and the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, there's definitely something that you are meant to be exploring. That's surrendering to passion and allowing yourself to pursue a dream and feel a freedom. But I think your challenge is that you're experiencing some frustration and also struggling to let go of the past. Some of you believe that a dream that you want to pursue that actually has a lot of growth potential is childish. It might be, but you know, if you wanted to be an archaeologist or an astronaut when you were 6, why can't you make that dream come true? What if it's a great idea? Okay, it's definitely time to allow yourself to experience new things and be passionate. And it's definitely time to pick a path that feels in alignment with your soul, that has a growth potential. I do think that there will be a bit of confusion for some of you surrounding what that might be in the beginning of the month, because the Star can feel kind of like a longing. You know you want it to hit you in your gut. You know you want it to excite you. You want it to excite you, and it could lead you to a dream. But you can't pursue it unless you can let go of a past. Watch out for pursuing something where there is a burned bridge. Can you unburn that bridge so that you can pursue the dream? Some of you might need to. This could play out with like a past employer that you need to make something right with, or healing a childhood wound. Because I think the beginning of September, well, I know that Aries is in Chiron for quite a bit, and that has a pretty strong, wounded, angry inner child that tantrums and is frustrated, that really wants to come out, that really wants to be excited, that really wants to explore. Allow yourself to do that, Libra. That's what you're going to be thinking about the most in the beginning of the month, for sure. And this may play out between parents and kids. Watch boundaries. Some of your kids need to move on to something new. You need to stop treating them like they're babies. They're not. I just heard a kid saying, like in a really deep voice, "Mom, I'm 17. Okay, let him grow up and explore a dream. He may feel frustrated. But it's hard to let your kids explore their dreams when they push your boundaries. Maybe your own inner child is pushing your boundary. The Star is calling, nevertheless, the Star of Aquarius, which wants to break glass ceilings, streamline a process, and feel free, and a sense of renewal. Your action for the beginning of the month is a sense of renewal with the Star. This is where we do come into alignment with our soul. We feel happy, popular, motivated, and free. And I love that for you. With this Knight of Wands in reverse, be prepared for some on-again, off-again sporadic energy towards your goals. Knights are proving themselves and carving their way in the world, and the Knight of Wands is incredibly energetic. It's rebellious, it's passionate, it's got somewhere to go. But when the Knight of Wands comes in reverse, it can feel like a passion project. But here's the thing, all Knights plateau. I'm always telling people if they're working in Knight energy, this guy is on a horse. Horses and humans cannot go all day without stopping. They have to stop, they have to eat, they have to sleep. Our energy does dip sometimes. Some of you may feel as though you are chasing a dream of some kind or moving into the energy of a renewal, but you could have some on again, off again sporadic energy. Watch out for passion projects that are fleeting. This doesn't need to be a firefly. It can be a light in the sky that takes you to where you want to go. Watch out for being frustrated that something isn't moving at the pace that you want it to. But if you are feeling like you have to be rebellious in order to chase a dream, it may be at odds with some of your other duties and responsibilities as an Empress. You may be defying another person in your life that sees themselves as an Empress. You may have a person around you that wants to get their way all the time. Have better boundaries with that person, and you'll be able to pursue this dream with more consistency. Just be prepared for some on again, off again energy. The way you will be seeing yourself in the beginning of September is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Some of you are on the outs with a fire sign, in particular, my gentleman. But I clarified it with the Queen of Wands in the upright, the Magician, and the High Priestess. Interesting card combination. This is major arcana. This is about being the single catalyst for change and discovering your power and manifesting on the surface. But the High Priestess is a little more down low and quiet and low key about it. And she manifests from within and uses her intuition and draws things towards herself. For a lot of you, I'm hearing that this does have to do with work. Some of you will feel like an outgoing introvert. Some of you may struggle with energy levels and vitality. Watch out for your shadow side coming out and being insecure about being the center of attention, for better or for worse. There is a Queen of Wands living within you. And it does have a plan and wants to manifest and wants to hustle and wants to be resourceful and wants to utilize all of its strengths. But I think that she's coming in reverse because I feel like the High Priestess might be holding the Magician and the Queen of Wands back a little bit. There may be some fear surrounding getting up and leading others, believing that you do have the ability to scatter your energy and make dreams come true, believing that you can be a leader. I am definitely seeing a need to take it slow and work towards a goal with health. Listen to your intuition, make a plan. You are meant to be the Queen of Wands at this time. Again, you may just have a dip in energy. You may struggle to take the lead. You may feel more introverted when you would otherwise feel outgoing and vivacious. A lot of fire here, but I mean, we have a page, a knight, and a queen, and it's all in reverse. I can see that you guys are trying to go to a next level to get in touch with your higher self. People in the environment may be working against you, and that may be difficult for you to see and accept with the Hangman in reverse. These are all things you need to work through. In the environment, hidden factors that you're not aware of. This is probably a person in your environment. I do have the Eight of Pentacles. The way they see themselves is the Eight of Pentacles. The way they see themselves, the way they feel is the Eight of Cups, and their action towards you is the Page of Swords. We could have another child coming into play here. It doesn't have to be a child. I wanted to see what messages of love had to say about this person or this relationship. Longing, someone is secretly yearning for you, but boundaries, firm boundaries are needed right now. Healing, old childhood wounds need revisiting. If you are dealing with a child, they may bury their nose in work right now. They may be somewhat emotionally avoidant with you, but the truth is they are very curious and they do seek information. They may be a little on guard with you. If you're dealing with a kid, they may be going, "Mom, get out of my room." This may also speak to an education process. If you're dealing with a kid, this may be triggering some of your wounds, and their wounds need to be healed as well. We do carry wounds from a very early age. They're going to be boundaried with you, and you're going to have to set firm boundaries with them. But the truth is, they're dying to get close to you. They really are. If it's an adult, old childhood wounds need revisiting for this person. They may be boundaried with you. It's going to come out as I'm busy and emotional avoidance, but they are keeping an eye on you. You may have decided to not be so in that person's face as the Queen of Wands in reverse, and you're taking a little bit of a more subtle approach now with this Queen of Wands, Magician, and High Priestess. There is a longing between the two of you, but apparently you're working out your boundaries at this time. Some of you have called off a friendship or something. It might be, or put some boundaries up in some kind of a relationship. You're going to take a different approach and refine it. I actually think this might work in your favor, especially if everybody's boundaries are respected. And frankly, they might not have been with the Nine of Wands in reverse. This is just going to stir up an opportunity for you to heal wounds and for them to heal wounds. And it will help you get it more in touch with the love that's actually between the two of you. You will have clairvoyant moments, I think, in regards to this relationship that can help. The way you're going to be feeling the beginning of September, the Four of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, you guys are probably busy right now. You know, the Two of Pentacles does speak to making a practical choice and needing to weigh your odds. Watch out for making excuses and caving into stress too quickly. This is about stress tolerance and prioritization, okay? Focus on your highest priorities at this time. Some of you will be doing two things at once, working two jobs, going to school and work. I think you're going to have a busy calendar, but I do think you're going to be able to manage it all. Libras are pretty damn good at prioritization and just wearing a lot of hats and doing a lot of things all at once. Most Libras I know don't even need lists. You might need a list or two in the beginning of September, Libra. I also see that some of you may be considering taking a little bit of a break from something, like a staycation possibly. I do see that you will need more rest. I do see that stress will be a thing, but you will also feel like you immediately need to make some practical choices to streamline things. That'll make more opportunity for the new potential coming in that will take you into alignment with your soul and also heal wounds. I see that it won't be super easy, but I also see that it won't be super difficult either. Believe that you can do this, Libra. Believe that you can do it. I'm also seeing that for health, some of you need to work on core strength, upper body strength. Also, yoga would help you as well. I mean, wow, I'm hearing a lot of health messages. Final outcome for first couple of weeks in September, strength and the Nine of Swords in reverse, Leo. So some of you have Aquarius around you, Libra, Taurus around you, Pisces around you. We have Aries and we have more Pisces here and this Leo energy. If you have Leo in your chart, it's really going to help you. Yeah, I think that Leo can help quite a bit in approaching new opportunities in your local neighborhood and learning new things and getting out and socializing. And it can help you with work and health as well. And it can help you get through this tough stuff. It will take you strength to face some things. The beginning of September is about being the gentling influence in the room and having strength of character and taming pride and raw emotion and even desire. Closing your mouth when you need to. I do think that you will be very strong. And what that's doing is it's helping you face some skeletons in your own closet. I do see you facing fears. I always like it when the Nine of Swords comes in reverse. It is if you have been stressed out and worried, losing sleep, having insomnia, or those obsessive racing thoughts, it's going to get better. It's going to get better because you're going to have the strength to face it. Yeah, very much so. Lots of interesting, good stuff for you in the beginning of the month. Let the new love in, Libra. Let the new exciting beginnings again. The most important thing, though, is to, if you're worn out and stressed out and you need help, admit it, because you're not a one-man band, and really watch those boundaries with other people. Take care of yourself. and let others take care of themselves as well. Yeah. All right, Libra, that's the beginning of September. Prioritize your success, baby. I believe in you. I hope this resonates and I hope it helps. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra. Take care. I love you guys.